little little book haul. So not too much, just enough, just enough. Okay, so Christmas time has passed, and I have new books. I think I did pretty good, to be honest. But, Christmas time, and I always get a little bit of hankering for spending money. My wallet, never for other people, just for me, you know. So, just that's because that's. No, I got presents for some people. I think 2 people. Anyway, 3 people actually. Anyways, here's the haul. If I show you guys, look at all that. Oh, there's my phone. Nice. All in all, maybe something like 25, if I had to guess. I wanted to do something outside, but camera's going everywhere today. I don't know if the webcam can pick it up, but it is raining a lot, and it is very annoying. So in any case, I guess we'll start with the physical object first, which is actually a little book stand. Check that out. You can put your books on here, and it's got little clamps as well. So when you're reading, or you're cooking or something, and you want to stay on a certain page, or when you're writing an essay and the books are all really tiny and the spines are flimsy, and so you can't do anything correctly because you're trying to hold the book in your lap or on the desk, and you're trying to type with one hand to get the quote correctly, and this just fixes that problem. So that is very, very kind of my mother to get that for me. I guess we can move the microphone a little bit closer today. So my library was having a sale, and I didn't know that libraries have sales, but I guess if libraries take donations, then eventually they're gonna run out of room. So of course they'll have to do a sale. So let me get all of the books that I got from the library first. So that way, and isn't that so cool that you can, that's just another way to support your local library. I love that. I love that so much. This is Compass by Matthias Enard, winner of the Prix Goncourt. I don't know. To be honest, I sort of got this one just because the cover reminded me of Gravity's Rainbow by Thomas Pynchon, which I believe is somewhere on that. It's that book right there. A fever dream meditation on East and West, and on a lost love that binds the two worlds. Okay. Interesting. That sounds similar to Kairos, almost, except I guess they were both in the East. So, next is Less by Andrew Sean Greer. I'm sure people have heard lots about this book already. Won the Pulitzer Prize, if not a couple years ago now, and I'm excited to read this one. It's about a man who receives an invitation to his ex's wedding. So, and it just deals with a very good sense of loss, I believe, and trying to find out where you're going in the world. Luster by Raven Leilani is a book that Jack Edwards recommended on one of his YouTube videos, and this was also for sale at the at my library, so which was absolutely amazing to find out. I can't remember too much what this one is about. A slacker black queen, a depressive painter, a damn funny woman. The narrator of this novel tells us of her history and her present life in hypnotic language. So I definitely think this is going to be if you want something that is a bit more of an experience something a bit more that could open up your view to another culture, for sure, or another lifestyle, even, you know. Where am I going to put these books? E.M. Forster, A Room with a View. I don't know. I don't think I have any E.M. Forster, to be honest. But I was just like, okay, well, he's part of the, you know, original canon, I guess, that people have been taught about. So I figured, I was like, sure, why not? We'll get it. Unabridged version too, and it's like 172 pages. So not that bad. Next is Lessons in Chemistry, Bonnie Garmis. Even though the cover might make you think it's a romance novel, it is anything but that, to be honest. From what I've heard about it, it's about this woman in a STEM field, and just her like trying to find her way through like a very male-dominated field. And apparently the American cover, which is this one, it looks like a romance novel when it's not. And I know a lot of people are upset at that. Maybe I'll try to find the UK edition, so to put up on the screen. But yeah, so apparently this one is a really good one. It was also recommended to me by a friend recently, so excited to read that one. And it really sucks because I came out with like 3 videos, right? This is going to be the 4th one. After my fall semester ended, and then I'm going to go right into spring semester, and spring semester is going to be super busy, super busy, so I won't be able to do like any videos at all because I'm doing half of my program in one semester while doing an internship. So I don't know, I want to keep on doing videos, obviously, PC please, but alas, what can you do? I gotta get that master's degree somehow, and I gotta keep on writing and make it work. You know, I gotta do good. Gotta do good. Codex 1962, a trilogy by Sun. Is the J silent? Perchance. I saw it because I love the name. To be honest, I love the title and the author's name. From Iceland. No shot. Icelandic author. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. I wanted to go to Iceland this coming year, but I am poor. So, we are not doing that. Okay, now I'm actually really excited to read this because I read Alice in the Fire, I believe, by John Fosse. And, is he Icelandic? He might be Scandinavian. I'm pretty sure he's Icelandic, though. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to check. Last one for the library little pickup, Montana 1948. I grabbed this because I was writing a small novel, never finished it, set in Montana, and one of my professors recommended to me that I read, books written in or about Montana. And so I was like, well, if I ever decide to revisit the novel that I was writing, about 70 pages done, but I could probably get it up to like 200, 220. Then I would like to read what other people have written about Montana. And of course, mine isn't taking place in 1948. It's taking place in the modern-ish times. Okay, so those were done for the library haul, which is absolutely amazing. And I got all of those for $5. $5 for every single book that I just showed you, because libraries are great and you should absolutely support them and go get a library card and go either volunteer if you can or join a book club or something like that. I'm sure that they would very much appreciate it. So next on is going to be Claudia Pinero's Elena Knows. Once again, recommended by Jack Edwards. I really want to diversify my library. To be honest, I think I've done a pretty good job at doing that. I think I am better than like your typical reader for worldly literature. To be honest, I've heard such good things about Claudia Pinheiro that I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I can tell you just go grab something from her, and you will not be disappointed. Next one is going to be Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut. I guess I can give a short introduction for this one because I don't know, I haven't been doing that. I don't want to spoil Elena Knows for myself because I'm very weird about that. I will take recommendations from people that I trust for their opinion, and that's it. Like, you don't have to tell me anything about the book. Like, if you say, like, I think I'll like it or I should read this, I'll get it. That's fine. I don't want to be spoiled necessarily, and like, obviously a blurb doesn't really spoil much, or it shouldn't spoil much, but I don't care. Like, I want to go into a book as blind as I can be, unless it's for class. But I actually already read the back of Kurt Vonnegut's Cat's Cradle, so I need to, I guess I'll share it with you. Cat's Cradle is Kurt Vonnegut's satirical commentary on modern man and his madness, an apocalyptic tale of this planet's ultimate fate. It features a midget as the protagonist, a complete original theology created by a calypso singer, and a vision of the future that is at once fatalistic and funny. A book that left an indelible mark on an entire generation of readers. And this is going to be my next read as well, because another friend of mine said I had to read this. Hannah King, my eye itches. The Vegetarian. Winner, right? Yes, winner of the International Booker Prize. Korean author. And apparently very bizarre events. Very, I don't know. The Vegetarian, I feel like there's going to be a lot of blood in this novel. Considering that the title is The Vegetarian. So I think this will be very fun. Ferocious, celebrated as a visionary in South Korea, you will have your hand over your mouth in shock, says the Oprah magazine. So excited to read this. Oh, translated by Deborah Smith, by the way, because translators are very, very important for all writers. MLA Handbook, 9th edition. I joined the Modern Language Association earlier this year. I was able to do it for free because I'm a grad student. If you are a grad student in English, I highly recommend doing so. You will have access to be able to go to the yearly conference that the MLA hosts, and I've actually got their book somewhere around here, but there's a lot of people presenting, and unfortunately I don't have anything to present. Maybe next year, though. Maybe not 2025, but 26 might have something that I'd be able to go present for a little bit. I think that would be really fun, or even regional conferences as well. So, but definitely need to get working on something. So yeah, MLA Handbook, very nice. Don't know if I showed you guys this when I originally bought it. Tokyo Ueno Station by Yu Miri. Won the National Book Award. A surreal, moving story of a homeless ghost who haunts one of Tokyo's busiest train stations. Okay. See, like that. If you just give me that, and you're from somebody that I trust, sure, why not? It's done. It is. And it's cute, too. Like, it's short. It's short, and it's, like, not super long. So, and look at that cover. I don't know. I like it. I like stuff like that. Really like stuff like that. Okay, so more worldly literature. Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu. Yes, Kawaguchi. First of, I believe, a series, but I don't think you have to read the other ones. This one is about if you are in a coffee shop, or there's a coffee shop that allows you to talk to anybody in your past, I believe, or anybody who's passed away, for as long as the coffee stays warm. I really want to read this one because, I mean, I would do the same thing if I got the chance to. If there was a coffee shop that would allow me to talk to people that I've lost, I would absolutely do the same thing. So I want to see how the author goes about this. Lots of talk of the town for this one as well. Martyr by Kaveh Akbar. Once again, don't really know anything about this novel because I'm sure I'm doing a bad job like showing these books off because you want to know more about them, but I don't want to know more about them until I read them. If you want to get a sense of more literary fiction, historical fiction, works that will really make you work for it or make you feel things, make you contemplate your life and your position in this world and how many different positions are out there, then I feel like you should, most of these should fit the bill. I don't know. I'm excited to read Martyr, though. I also just really like that cover, but I'm excited to read it. Okay, next are two presents that my uncle got me for Christmas. This is The Strange Library by Haruki Murakami, and this is the illustrated version as well. So I am very, very excited to read this one. It's very short too. That's the first page. Like, this is the front of the book, which is incredible to see. But stop that. Having one camera is not great, but it works because I don't know. My Logitech camera has been with me for a long time, and I think that we are best buddies at this point, even though it does mess up my skin tone on Zoom when I am trying to meet important people. Thanks. And I can't really ever get rid of that. I don't know. But my uncle really likes cats. He also really likes Japanese literature. So he got me The Guest Cat by Takahashi Hiride. By the acclaimed poet Takashi Hiride, The Guest Cat is a subtly moving novel that conveys deeply felt ways of being. But this is from a poet. So this will be not a traditional novelist. So this will be fun to figure out and just really get in there. Thank you. Shortlisted for the International Booker Prize. The details by Ia Genberg, translated by Kira Josephson. I'm so sorry. I hate it when people get my name wrong. So when I get other people's names wrong, I just like, it feels bad, man. An intoxicating novel about a woman in the throes of a fever, remembering the important people in her past. This is a pretty short book. I'm excited to read it. It will be a treat. All of these books, honestly, will be a treat. And that's really, I feel like that's what you want with a book. You know, you want it to go, you want when you're reading it, you want to crave that last page. You want to savor it. The Woman Destroyed by Simone de Beauvoir. I don't really think this one needs an introduction. If you don't know The Woman Destroyed, or if you don't know Simone de Beauvoir, Google it. Google it right now. Go do that. Just like how Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar is required reading. Once I finish this, I'm assuming I will also be like, this should be required reading. I feel like when you're in school, it should be required reading to read like stuff from everywhere. Because the canon, sure, like the canon, yes, like Shakespeare is important. James Joyce is important. But so many other voices are important, and you don't really get that in high school, and that's really, really sad. You don't even get that in college, really, if you're unlucky enough. 3 short stories by Fyodor Dostoevsky, I guess titled A Disgraceful Affair, although I got this because it has White Knights in it, which is a very, very famous Dostoevsky short story, one that I am very, very excited to read. You guys know how much I love Dostoevsky, how much I love Russian literature. I am a simp for the canon if it includes any Russian literature, because when I'm talking about experiences, when I'm talking about learning about different cultures, when I'm talking about suffering, Russians do it the best. On to the next. Orbital by Samantha Harvey. This one won the Booker Prize for this year. Not the international, but the English written Booker Prize. I know that it is about astronauts in space, I believe, watching a hurricane go over their country while they're like on like the version of the ISS. So also a pretty short novel. So I'm excited to read this one. I definitely think that is a very unique concept. and I'm excited to see what Samantha Harvey did with it. Next, everybody knows James Baldwin. Surprisingly, I actually didn't have any James Baldwin. I've read James Baldwin before, but that was for class when I had to. Either I had like articles or essays from him, but no fiction. So this is Go Tell It on the Mountain, and I want to get his collection of essays. He is such an influential author on his standings and arguments on race in America. So very excited for that. Here's Kairos by Jenny Erpenbeck, winner of the International Booker Prize for this year. Read it, did a video on it. You guys can go check it out. I thought it was really great. Definitely could have done a better job explaining it, but nonetheless, I appreciate it. Jenny Erpenbeck, translated by, I believe, Michael Hoffman. Another Haruki Murakami book, although this one is nonfiction. This one is his essays on being a novelist. Novelist as a vocation. And I don't know, I think I'm really going to. I started there's my bookmark. I started the introduction, and I definitely think this is going to be nice. If you are a writer and you really like Murakami's drier style, I think this would be a nice treat for you. Almost done. The Miniature Wife and Other Stories by Manuel Gonzalez. I bought this because I want to join a writer's workshop just to get more experience writing in different modes, focusing on different avenues, whether it's characters or plot or setting or narration or something like that. Still need to reach out about that. I don't know if there's a limited space for the workshop, so I'll have to reach out for that. Once again, Susan Sontag on Woman. Much like James Baldwin, should not need an introduction, and these are her essays on being a woman in the world in America, where people won't have to just look down on them, so frequently, so often, for the most marginal and arbitrary reasons, which have gotten a lot worse recently. So once again, if you want experiences, if you want to learn about, what it's like to be somebody else, on Women by Susan Sontag. Little LGBTQ plus literature. All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson. This is also for a book club at the same bookstore that's doing it, but I don't think I'm going to go to that one. But I did want this book because I wanted to read about a different experience than what I have. Lapvona by Otessa Moshfegh. I've heard that this one is a fever dream. That's what I've heard, that it is a fever dream. You might know Otessa Moshfegh from other titles. I've got the picture of what it looks like in my brain, but I don't have the title. Anyways, yeah, and it's just a little lamb with bright blue text around it. I love fever dream novels, ones that just make you question reality as you're just sitting there on your couch. Got this, Arthur Miller's The Crucible. This was from another friend who was like, dude, studied this in college, you gotta read it. Like, you have to read it. It is too good not to read. And I finally got it. So this is a play, I believe. They're There by Tommy Orange. This is about a Native American tribe. I believe it goes through a couple generations for them. Top 10 books of the New York, 10 best books of the year, I believe, of the last quarter century, since the 21st century has began. So very excited to read this one. Once again, a different culture, different people, Pulitzer Prize finalist. And then Tommy Orange just came out with Wandering Stars, who that is a prequel to There There. So and then this one is Homeseeking by Carissa Chen. This is from Book of the Month. If you want to get different books every month, they do a little curation their team does, picking out like debut authors and just very well acclaimed authors for different genres. I do wish that they did a little bit better for the literary fiction. I don't know why they don't necessarily like. I guess they want to give the prize winners and maybe even the short lists like their own attention, because people will already be looking at them, and give people that didn't have the opportunity to get on a short list for a nationally or internationally recognized prize a bit more publicity. So, which I guess thinking about that now, that's pretty cool of them. But yeah, this is Home Seeking, Carissa Chen. Same thing. Didn't know anything about it. I believe I saw that this was literary fiction, like from their little genre. So I was like, sure, we'll pick it. We will grab it. And finally, we're getting to. I've got 4 of my textbooks for one of my classes next year. Pen Project Prison Teaching class, which I don't know too much about. I believe I'm going to be like a pen pal with a designated prisoner somewhere in America. From what I read about the description, it looks like I'm going to be grading their work a little bit, giving them a little bit of feedback for their work, whether that be memoirs or fiction or poetry or anything like that. So I guess I'll do all 4 of them. I've got 4 books right here. I've got a 5th one, but I'm going to have to read all these for my class, for that one class. So, and this one got damaged in shipping, unfortunately, so I'm very sad about that. Wait, couldn't keep to myself. Wally Lamb and the Woman of Your Correctional Institution. Testimonies from Our Imprisoned Sisters. I'm very excited to take this class. I think I'm going to learn a lot from it, and I think this is going to be one of the classes that may just shape my future. I don't really know too much about all these works. Bastards of the Reagan Era by Reginald Dwayne Betts. I'm excited to read all of these. What else can I say? A Place to Stand, Jimmy Santiago Baca, winner of the International Prize. Don't know which international prize, but nonetheless, I'm sure it's going to be great. And I'm going to be getting another one of his called Black Mesa Poems. That should be arriving soon, actually. I should be able to check that. I should probably check that. I should probably check when that's coming in. And Felons. These are another set of poems by Reginald Dwayne Betts, same person as Bastards of the Reagan Era, winner of the NAACP Image Award. Once again, a different culture, different experiences. If you want that, just pick a book from here, and I'm sure you'll get it. Vile Bodies by Evelyn Woe. Spontaneous jazz fever tribute to the bright young things of London's pre-war smart set. Through the book's mad and illogical whirl of parties and strange doings runs the love story of Adam Fenwick Symes, an impecunious young writer, and Nina Blount, daughter of a slightly insane aristocrat. I don't want to read any more, but okay, I think this one will be good. We have 2 more to go, so I'm very sad. Technically, we could do 3, but I think I'll leave that one off there. This is Ovid's Metamorphoses. Shouldn't need an introduction, just like James Baldwin, Dostoevsky, or Simone de Beauvoir. It's Ovid. Like, you should read, because this is a very, very important work of text that has influenced many, many writers. The Metamorphoses they're like little short stories, I guess, about mythologies, different mythologies. So this is not like one large book, although I guess I could, although I wouldn't be surprised if they like somehow connected together a little bit. So yeah, this is just like how the Odyssey by Homer is a very important piece of fiction, an epic. So is Ovid's Metamorphoses. Same level of influence, and like when people talk about the canon, like you don't have to be spoon-fed Shakespeare. Like reach back further into the Iliad, into the Odyssey. You'd be very surprised by just how beautiful they are if you really open yourself up to it. Last one, a selection of poems by Claudia Rankine, Citizen. Had to read this one for class long time ago now, actually, back when I was at UNR. Poetries and essays, also illustrated as well. So very, very excited. Same thing. You want experiences as how it is to be a black woman? Well, here you go. Here you go. Shout out to, this isn't a book, but these are bookmarks that I got from the Arbor Day Foundation. They sent me a little survey that I could do in the mail, and they gave me some bookmarks that have my name on them. So that is, I don't know, I just thought that was really, really cute. Very, very nice of them to do that. So if you can, make a little donation to them. Trees are very important. Protecting the environment is very, very important. But yeah, so I guess that's it. Definitely, I don't know, enjoy nature, enjoy the holidays, and I will get started on all of these books. Probably not soon. One of them for sure soon. But school is coming soon, and I will not have time to waste. So with that being said, I will see you guys later, and yeah, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.